D2 made that.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome back to another Octane and Zip Ties video. Today, we are doing Chris's is200 upper control arms, PBM I believe, and fitting his new 3-piece wheels. So, it is currently raining, and I'm bringing my front Skyline wheels so that he can use his stocks and drive here. I got everything loaded up in the truck. As you can tell, it's raining. Wasn't trying to bring the camera out. Because it is raining, you know, just got to clean up the stuff in the garage. Oh, that's dark, but you can see. So once we get back, I'm gonna go help him. Hopefully we figure it out, no problem. And then we'll be back here in maybe 20-30 minutes. Because it's raining and all, I'm gonna keep the camera in the truck after I walk around this. But damn, bro, those look so fly. So you guys last saw him, I think, with the battles on, or the white work style wheels. But dude, these things are nasty. So I think we actually have front PBM uppers that we're gonna install so he can tuck and have some more turn radius. I'm not sure if he banged anything out earlier yesterday. And then also another issue that he's having is his I guess there's not really any droop on his suspension. So when he lifts it up, it's just a pain, other than getting stock basically style, or you know, say like the battles, like monoblock wheels without a big lip inside there. So we're gonna get that on the lift, and then we'll get back with you guys once we get back to my house. Nice. Alright, now that Chris's car is finally in the air and the Skyline wheels are back on the Skyline, these are the arms we're throwing on. So
yes, sir.
Shout out Steven, right?
Yes, sir.
Hooked you up on a good deal on these brand new PBM arms, fully adjustable. These things are nasty, so gotta fit these wheels. And then like I said in the previous videos, we did the shortened and tilted spindles on this Lexus, fully reinforced, fully tilted. I'll put some light on that later so you guys can show. I wish I would have vlogged that for you guys, but it was kind of like a last minute thing, and then we just needed to get it done and stuff, so I didn't vlog that. But I've got some boys that are gonna do the same thing. We're gonna hook them up over at de-welding at the shop, so that's more content for you guys. But yeah, today we're gonna install these, and then we're gonna figure out on the rear how to get them to fit. So I guess just go with the flow, and let's get started. All right. So we've got one PBM arm on the side. On the driver's side, it is installed, and on top of the tilted spindles, it gave us about, I'd say about 2 degrees. Only reason I didn't vlog that is because I wasn't sure how that size compared to the stocks yet. And so with the PBM arms, actually from PBM extended, what they show is about 8 threads. So let me get this out for you so I can show you what we're working with. So this is about how PBM arms come from their factory, right? So what I did was I took out this entire shaft, and then I put a Sawzall, and I basically cut 8 threads off the bottom, and then shaped it up and stuff so that it threaded no problem back through. I will show you when we take this arm or this upper back off. I'll show you exactly how we did that and more in the process. But now we move to this side where the stock upper is still on. Oops, you can't see. Well, stock upper is still on. We're gonna see how much camber this gives alone. Once we dial in this side, I'll show you everything on this side. So I just didn't want a bunch of basically wasted time. I wanted to get one side done, fit it on this side, get this side perfect, and then bring you along on that side. It's actually super easy to get these arms off. I'll show you in just a sec. And then, yeah, soon the man.
Yes, sir.
Should be fitting these wheels, hopefully. Got a steel on these bad boys with some fat Lipskis on there, so. Next problem is going to be trying to tuck it in the rear because he doesn't really have much droop, like I explained earlier. But let's get started on getting the passenger side going. All right, so as you can see, this is the passenger side. What we've got here is a 17 with a cotter pin, and then on the back side, the only bolts holding the backside in those are 14s. They come out pretty easy if you have a ratcheting wrench. So I just took those out. And then what we did is we actually went to AutoZone to get this ball joint out. We went to AutoZone and we got this tie rod puller. Where is it? Oh, here we go. So I got this tie rod ball joint popper, whatever it is. I've used this multiple times. I actually took off the extender piece because it made it way too high. You just put it on there and then twist it up until basically it puts enough pressure to pop that ball joint out. So once I get these off, I'll show you guys what we're talking about. Alright, so the side that we shaved, aka passenger side, is now installed. So I'm not sure how much camber that is right now. I believe before it was like, well no, before it was like what?
It was like
15?
negative 12. No, negative 15, yeah. Negative 15, but estimate probably like negative, what you say like.
Oh, because you raised it, so maybe it took a few natural degrees out. Well, I don't know. I'm thinking it's about 16, 17 until we get on the alignment rack. But this side is the side that we shaved, and the side that I think is going to be the go-to. So I know he might end up getting these pulled a little bit more, and then we got to fix that bracket on there because it's actually broke. So we'll get to that after. But damn, bro, this is some heat. Yes, sir. Puddle lips for days. So, in person, you can tell a lot more, especially compared to where this lip is sitting on each side. So now I'm going to take these back off and then shave the shafts so that the stock PBM, so that camber basically goes more than the stock PBM like I explained earlier. So I'll show you guys that process, and I'll probably have Chris record, so.
Gotcha.
Now we gotta match them and get this thing right. Yes, sir. This is the driver's side PBM arm that that I just took off, and this is fully in on the stock height. So you can see there's about 7-8 threads, and it maxes you out right there. So what I actually did was I took out this other side. And what I'm gonna do is I counted 8 threads, 7-8 threads. I took this Sawzall, and then make sure you have a small teeth metal blade to cut, and then cut that off. So it doesn't take that long. It's like 30 seconds of cutting. We'll show you guys in a sec once I get these glasses on. Safety precautions. Keep your eyes good. see if you can hear this. You guys hear that? Maybe? That thing is sizzling. But there you go. That's the 8 threads cut off. And if you actually come over here, I will, as you can see, there's actually gonna be a little bit of like a lip and stuff on there. I'll show you in a sec the flapper wheel that I take to get this off, and then I'll show you how I make sure the threads are fine and able to screw in a minute. So catch up with you. All right, so here, honestly, I don't know where my dad got these, but these are tiny little files. So I'm just taking one of the skinniest ones there is, and then going inside this first thread, and just making sure there's no shards or anything inside of it, just so when you put it in the arm, it actually catches. See, like right here, I can tell that this first thread, if you guys can see that, is a little bit hanging over, and the arm, actual arm, really isn't going to catch that. So if you pull that out like I just did, it will allow the actual arm to catch it. So you can see some of that stuff right there. Get rid of that, and I'll show you guys right here. Let's go over here and see if the arm actually, if it goes in. So I always forget if it's righty or lefty for this one.
I think it's righty.
I think it's left. It was weird last time. You see, look at that. Straight in, no problem. Piece of cake. Baby girl. You like that? Look. Nah, but look, so right here, I'll try and get this in quick. This is gonna be how far it's gonna sit in compared to the other side. So cash money AP. Someone hit me with some lotto numbers, because damn, that was good. Yes, sir. But yeah, so this is maxed out on the stock side when you get them, and then this is from what we just did to shorten them, give you some more camber. So now we're gonna do the other side real quick and get these puppies on.
Yes, sir.
Turn. And we're back. So, Chris's car is now on the ground and out of the garage. She rolls straight, but she doesn't like to turn. So, inside here, there's actually a like this, basically the inside from being rolled over, it's stupid sharp right there, and you can see it's actually starting to cut. Well, let's see if you guys can see. It's starting to cut into that tire. So these are low disc faces, right? So that means there's not going to be that much clearance for big brakes. I had the same problem at first in the front on the LS, because those fronts are low disc and the rears are high disc. And what basically that means is you're gonna have to run a spacer on these big brake cars. So he has a 20 mil on, which allows him to have some clearance, but I think we could go with a smaller spacer. Just a little bit smaller spacer, which might give us a little bit more room to where he can actually get those pulled a little bit. With that being said, I'm the only one with 15mm spacers on the Skyline. So what we're gonna do is take off these 15 mil spacers and try to run them on Chris's car, and then I'll basically take his 20 mils and put them on the Skyline. So hopefully that works, giving us a little bit more space and turn radius until he gets those pulled. But yeah, that's the problem we're running into. So she moves, it's just the fenders are really getting caught. So it's been a long day. I know Chris is over it, but you know, shit happens. So we're trying to figure it out.
Who wants a 2016 Lexus at 200? $399. Come pick it up.
Well, I got downs on the wheels already. Those are going on the Skyline, so.
Yeah, so stockies.
All right, well, we're gonna try that out, and then I'll show you guys how those actually fit on there compared to the 20s. Maybe I'll just do one side with the 15, one side with the 20, and see how close they are. So 15s are on. We weren't sure if they were gonna clear, so we tried it without the camera on actually. So that, oh, if you guys can see how close that clearance is, it is like crazy close. But she fits and she ships and she spins. So we're gonna try these 15s. I think get it off the jack, and we're gonna see how much closer it is. I mean, it is 5 millimeters off compared to this side, but that's also 5 more millimeters that he didn't have. So we're gonna put that on the ground and I guess see what his turn radius is compared to what it used to be. So let's get her done. All right, well, we're still running into that issue. Of course, 5 millimeters isn't going to be the most ideal change for not rubbing. So I actually got this Dremel right here, and we're just going to high radius his fender. We're going to go, you know, basically straight from here and just come back up. Full send, right?
Fuck it, bro.
Oh yeah, he's over with it. He's tired. We're just going to cut this fender up.
Yo, I'll give you guys 5 minutes in the comments. Whoever wants to buy this, come take it. If no one comments, high radius this bitch.
We're not gonna high radius this, but grab the Dremel anyways because hey, okay. All right, so you guys can see that this bracket right here we actually had to bang out beforehand because it was not letting us work with the wheels. So this we're gonna end up, I'm gonna cut that real quick, and then this right here, basically I'm gonna cut some slits in a lot of this and then just bend it back, as well as doing that right here so that we can turn and not have to worry about trying to not crack his paint. Yes, the fenders aren't perfect. Yeah, say what you want in the comments, but it's his car.
Yeah, fuck you.
It's our video, and we're gonna do what we want to get these wheels to fit. So yeah. That's one slit. Another slit.
Yo, look at the camera.
Hello, my friends. Oh, you can't really see very much, but we did clearance the inside. So we're leaving the 15 on. Basically everything in there was either slotted and bent up or shaved down by the grinder. We are just gonna run the stocks in the rear for right now until he can get a traction arm and then mess with matching camber in the rear. So we had an extra 25, figured we'd throw the 25 on so that, because with these on, honestly, and no spacer, when you're from the back of the car, you cannot see the wheels and you can see the front, so it's kind of obnoxious. So we wanted to at least have a little spacer on there. See, look at this. Literally, that's how it is. So after he gets that spacer on and we drop that side down, I'm going to do the exact same thing on this side, shaving the inside, cutting it, bending it up, or shaving it completely, and then we'll throw the spacer on there. We'll turn and we'll see if he catches on anything or how his turn radius is. But yeah, that's the whole plan. So honestly, this car is stupid clean. Chris just has the worst luck with, like, we get something basically done and then there's just always something else that has to get in the way. So
but soon
we're gonna finish that up. I actually have to grab the other spacer off the Skyline and then throw it on here. So we got to do that to the front and take that 20 or 25, what is it, 20
what?
On the other side, in the front. What were they, 20s?
Yeah, they're 20 mils, but we're putting 15s. Hopefully it clears it with the shaving and all. But soon we'll get this buddy on the road.
Yes, sir.
And those traction arms coming soon. So
there you go.
You'll see that video coming up soon. Watch.
Hey man, keeps his words on what he's copping too. So it's not one of those talking and don't go forward. So we'll catch up with you after we do that side, since you've already seen the other side, and once we're wrapping it up to see all the rest of the, hopefully no more clearance issues. Hopefully. So also kind of beating out the weather all day today, but it's kind of nice this evening. It's not hot and finishing up. So laters. All right, it is late, but we got the fender to clear. So actually, let me see real quick. Go ahead and start turning. So if you can see, go ahead. Bro, perfect. He is gonna have to be careful if he's taking a turn, I guess at a heavy degree, just for this bouncing up and buckling, but turn the other way. But look at that fitment. That is outrageous. And honestly, the thing that was catching before was the, what do you call it? Like the metal nipple hanging out here. I basically shaved everything underneath here, banged everything out. The bracket was already broken on the bumper. We'll get to that after. And then if you want to turn right on this side, this side clears as well. Actually better than the other. It might be because of this little buckle right here, but all right, you can turn it straight. Dude, that is insane. Yes, sir. So that is with the 15 spacer, with the clearing, with the PBM uppers that are shaved for more camber, along with the shortened and tilted spindles that we did for Chris about a month ago. So we're not going to work with the rears right now and figure it out, just because he's going to have to get a traction arm, like we said earlier, so that he can, because the traction arm's basically maxed out right now, so that he can match camber on the front. But I'm so excited. We've been, what time is it now? Like 9:13. Bro, I was at this man's house at 9:30 this morning. So luckily we got these things done, and I cannot wait to get some rollers of this thing.
And I'm telling you guys, traction arms are coming soon. Promise you.
Yes, sir.
There's gonna be all fours on this car. Watch. Stay tuned, man.
Damn, bro, this thing looks so good. Yes, and if you guys go see on Chris Man's Instagram, I'll leave it down below. Yes, it's chris.wut. We filmed some pretty cool cinematics earlier today, and that'll be on there if you guys want to go check that out. But damn, I wish you guys could see this in the sunlight. All right, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Long day, a lot of little custom work, making things fit. Me and Chris definitely worked our asses off, try to get these wheels to fit, and luckily they do. So I guess he's gonna ride with them for a little while, make sure that there's not gonna be any problems. He does have to flip them, so I think he's doing that tomorrow, but damn, I can't wait to get some rollers on this. So then again, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a thumbs up if you did. Let's hear it down in the comments if what you guys want to see next on any of the boys' cars or my cars, and stay tuned for the next video. Later.